Hello, everyone. Hope you are well. On a Tuesday night, I'm going to talk about preparing for the madness that is going to increase. I really do believe it's going to increase worldwide and even locally at our doorstep. Okay. Please stay tuned. I do have a awesome verse from Hebrews here to share towards the end of the video. First, last night, Mrs. Dawg and I were just talking about old TV shows, and I guess the way we got on the subject is I like to, here lately, I like to watch some old sitcoms. You can watch them on Peacock, or you can stream them, watch them stream through Roku channel and some of these other streaming services, but some of these free ones especially. You can watch some old, I like to watch old 70s shows like Emergency, the old fire engine. I forget the name of the station. Station 51, I think is what they called it. Rockford Files, Columbo. There were some others that were really popular. They were just family friendly. They were good shows, and it was just interesting to watch them and the difference, from society today. I mean, people, there was a personal interaction. And I know there were shows, but I like to watch the old cars, and things just seemed very different, more simple. It was before the internet and cell phones and all this stuff. And I was talking to Miss Dog about it, and I was just saying, are those shows ever coming back? Are those, will we ever see anything like that to where things were just more innocent in a way, And I was just in this, I was in this nostalgic fog of remembering, and I just said, is it ever coming back? Miss Dog was like, no, snap out of it. No. And she's right. I mean, but it just made me think, it was just a simpler time. It was a different time, a different time. And we were growing up in the 70s and in the early 80s. And, we thought nothing about just hopping on a bicycle without a helmet, 10-speed bicycle, running down the road. I don't know how fast we were going. I mean, not a fear in the world, not a care, for miles, and just go all over the neighborhood, out of the neighborhood, down to the Magic Market or 7-Eleven. It changed several times, different kind of stores at that location, but we'd stay going all day and not think of anything about it. We survived. Anyway, violent crime and just these crime waves are just increasing. And you really have to watch it because a lot of the media is not going to report this, okay? A lot is going on you just don't know about or hear about. You have to dig a little bit on some of these things. And I hear we had a close call with, not us, but somebody in our community here had a close call with crime here not long ago. A young lady, this is right in our community here now, and a young lady was being followed from her. She left work, going home about 9, 10 o'clock at night, and she was being followed, and she caught on, good for her, she caught on that she was being followed. This car was going up beside her, it was harassing her, it was getting in front of her and slowing down, brake checking her, and then getting behind her again and getting right up on her tail, almost hitting her. So she called her parents. She was heading home, and she called her parents. The mom called 911, told them her location and where she was heading. And the police, they're very good here in this county. They do not play, man. They will bust you down here, okay? And they got to her and knew where she was going, and they busted this guy. And this guy turned out he didn't even live here. He lived like, I don't know, closer to Atlanta, south of here. I mean, what the heck? So we have to be careful wherever we are and whenever, especially in the evening if you're out. We rarely are, but even during the day, anyway. But just be be hyper aware. Crime waves hitting throughout the country, Labor Day weekend. I mean, 21 people shot over the weekend. Now, this is Hampton Roads, Virginia. What's going on in Hampton Roads, Virginia? Dozens of shootings, New York City, Philadelphia, at least 16 were fatal. So sad. Chicago, 44 in Chicago between Friday evening and Sunday night. This past weekend, 44 shootings. And that's just the reported ones. In Philadelphia, 30. At least 10 were fatal. Other cities, seeing crime waves, Baltimore, Cleveland, Los Angeles. There's a video, this is unbelievable, in Los Angeles. I don't know what part of town it was, but a fire engine truck's trying to get through this road this is broad daylight now, trying to get to an emergency. And this is one of those street takeovers where all these, it looked like freaking hundreds of youth, young people, are just crowding the streets and taking over the street. And this fire engine is trying to get through. And it had to come to a complete stop at one point, and then it's slowly trying to traverse through without running over somebody. And these guys are climbing on the fire engine on the side and riding it on the side and throwing crap, all kinds of stuff, drinks, all kinds of cans, bottles at the fire engine. You don't want the fire engine get through in your community? I mean, it was unbelievable. Broad daylight. This didn't happen in the middle of the night. That was Sunday. Road rage is a lot of these things too, from when I'm reading it. Road rage, please be careful out there when you're driving. No matter what time of day you're driving, we have to be extra careful. I don't even blow my horn anymore. I don't even do it. It's just not worth even a risk of a confrontation or getting shot at. I mean, just be aware at events that you're going to. I'm not saying don't get out, by all means. Ms. Dawg and I got out a couple of times over this past weekend just to get away, get out of the house and look at some stuff and do some shopping and get out there, top off our preps, get out there. Don't be afraid to do that, but just be aware of your surroundings, who's watching you, who's around you in your proximity. Have a buddy, go with somebody else so you can watch out for each other. Be aware in stores, parking lots, gas stations. Lord, don't get me started on gas stations. ATM machines, man, I'd even avoid those. I don't know. If you need cash, go to the bank, get cash out at retail places if you can. I just think that the times we're entering into, especially now we're in a recession for sure. This could turn into a deep recession, even a depression. People are going to get more desperate. You're going to see unemployment rise. You're already seeing a lot of repos of cars, people getting evicted or right on the edge of it, foreclosures. I think food stores, especially in grocery stores, could become more dangerous. Just be on guard out there. Have a plan if you are confronted. If whatever protection tool you're trained in, or self-protection, self-defense, okay, to be able to defend yourself. Don't go looking for trouble, of course, but just be very aware. I just think that people, it's increasing. People are getting to a position where they have nothing to lose, So again, food stores, gas stations, these box stores even, you hear about crazy stuff at Walmart all the time. No offense to the Walmart employees out there. I know several of you work at them, and hey, but you just hear so much crazy stuff. But other stores as well, not just Walmart. But prepare your home. Look at your home from the outside in. Walk the perimeter, walk around, see what you can do. As far as even signs, beware of the dog, even if you don't have a dog, beware of the dog, security signs, if you have that, a camera, or more than one camera, fencing, just look at it from layers. What can you do to make it a deterrent to come in to try to come to your door or get into your home. Lights, lighting, floodlights, just think about even the simple things. Upgrade locks, bolt locks, your windows, locks on the windows. Okay, just all of those things. Try to harden your home against that kind of stuff. There's no foolproof way, but you can make it more difficult, for people, for criminals. All right. Just be thinking about that, because I just think we're heading into a time where things are going to get really wild. I really do. Everywhere, not just the big cities. Okay. Share your thoughts. Good verse here. I think it's important. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2 says, "Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing some people have shown hospitality." I'm going to start over. Do not forget to show hospitalities to strangers, for by doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. There are angels out there walking amongst us, I'm fully convinced. And you've probably helped one or two. One or two have probably helped you. Didn't even know it. You didn't even know when you helped them. But whatever we can do on a personal level out there in this crazy, crazy world, the little things, small acts, even in traffic, let somebody in. Sitting in traffic anyway. If you can just, it's not going to hurt, you're not going to waste 5 seconds, just let somebody else in front of you trying to get out in the intersection. Retail workers, servers, I try to be as kind to them as possible. I really do, because they're working their backside off, working with the public. Can you imagine? So whatever we can do to just extend some grace, don't be a doormat. Don't, of course, if you're being confronted, you have to be on guard and be prepared. Okay. But let's do what we can on our part, okay? In the positive, all right? We don't know what people are going through out there. We just don't. This world needs some serious Jesus and grace. Grace is there through Jesus. All right, I've rambled on enough. Take care out there. Be aware. Be safe. God bless you. I'll see you soon.